Good morning on day 51.
What are you doing?
I'm washing dishes.
Still at Woods Hole this morning? So what's the plan for today?
We're
It's not going to be sustainable.
to like 19 miles to a campsite. And then, let's go.
We're the Six Pack Hikers! This is the bunk room where we stayed. Really nice. The beds are incredibly comfortable. Then we just slept with our sleeping quilts on top of the fitted sheets. But you have your own fan, your own outlet, places to hang your bags. Just an overall comfy place. So the kids had this corner of 4, and then David and I had the next 2 bunks. This is kind of the common area where the kids were coloring. We've got games. Abigail's looking at a comic on the wall. Little couch. Then the pellet stove that kept the whole place nice and warm. It's the front of the bunkhouse. Got all our bags packed up, ready to hit the trail today. Hey. And then that's the main house where we ate our meals. They also have lodging in there. Thank you to HB Shuttles for carting us around. So we're heading back to where we ended yesterday. All right, how's shuttle life? Woo!
Bouncy.
A little bouncy.
Bouncy on a gravel road. Do it on a bumpy road.
Yeah, gravel road.
We got a good driver there.
Yes.
Yeah, I just finally got my license.
Is that right?
Yeah, yesterday.
Amazing. You're doing so well.
It only took me 40 years, but I finally done it.
We are back on trail this morning after another great sleep at Woods Hole and another delicious breakfast. Our packs are quite heavy. We're doing another 5-day food carry, and we're starting the day with a 2.5 mile climb up to a ridge. Fun fact, we'll be on the ridge for about 12 miles. It's the longest ridge walk on trail, is what we've been told. It's a beautiful day. We should have some incredible views. Virginia has not disappointed so far. So we're gonna get back to climbing, and we'll see you at the top. Currently filtering water from a pipe spring here. This is the last reliable source for 12.5 miles. So we drank as much as we could from each of our water bottles, and we are now topping them back off to last us the entire ridge walk. Made it up to the ridge. So begins our 12-mile ridge walk and our longest water carry to date. So we each have a full liter. I'm carrying another 2 liters in a bag. I think David's got another liter or 2 in his bag. We are going to enjoy these sweeping views for the next several hours.
That's probably what.
Park trail.
Okay. Well, everybody does their own thing, it seems like.
How's that bread, Roadrunner?
It's good.
I'm gonna get in your face.
It's really good. Not dry in a bad way. It's wonderful.
It's delicious.
Nice with some butter, but it's really not dry.
No, it's pretty fresh.
It's very fresh.
Yeah.
Just making sure I don't get attacked.
Oh, that was so cool to see Mark Trail and Roadrunner. They stayed in a hostel in Parisburg last night, And then they're doing a 22, I think she said, 22-mile southbound slack pack. And then we're looking at 19 or 20 today, northbound. We might cross paths with them in the next couple of days. We'll be a few miles ahead of them tomorrow, but they are fast, so we shall see. But it is always nice to see familiar faces on trail, because some days you hike and hike and hike and you don't see anybody. So always a pleasant surprise to come around a corner and see someone you know. Yep. We've gone about 7 miles total. Snack break. How are y'all feeling, leaders of the pack today?
Good.
Yeah?
Yes,
Legs aren't too sore?
no, ma'am.
Awesome. What do you think about the ridge, other than the kind of lack of clear views?
It's been pretty easy.
It's a little bit boring. I mean, you're
Up, down, up, down.
there's nothing like, all right, mentally prepare myself for that.
Right, we don't have any of those. Not for a little while anyway. Good.
There's a song that goes really well with the trail.
What song does really well with the trail?
Go the distance from Hercules.
Oh.
Go the distance. Or I lost in I fall off the great things welcome will be waiting for me. And the clouds will
They see my face.
and the voice keeps saying, this is where I'm meant to be. I'm on my way.
I can go the distance.
I'll be there someday. If I can be strong and away from home, I'll be worth my way.
Lost anywhere to find where I belong. Finally popped up out of the woods. Got another view. This area is called Willis Field. It's very pretty.
Look at his fuzzy body.
It's a really big moth.
Sally Ann told you a little bit about my knee yesterday during our slack pack, but it's feeling much better today. I think I must have hyperextended it in day 47 just when we were stepping over a stump, but I think my leg is feeling much better just because I have a supportive wife and awesome kids who helped me. So we had a short day going into Woods Hole. Yesterday, being the slack pack, Sally Ann carried the majority of the weight for us so that I didn't have to, which was incredible for my knee. So even though we got the mileage in, I didn't have to do that pounding, and she endured it like a champ. And as we're leaving Parisburg with a 5-day food supply carry, our bags are heavier than normal. She and the kids took more of the meals on. So it's just feeling tremendously better because of my family.
What's for our lunch, or our mini lunch?
Blueberry Nutella bagel.
What do you think?
It's good.
Yeah? Can fill you up? Energize you for the last big climb?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So today's been a little tougher than anticipated for a few of us, me being one of them. But we've got about 3 miles to our campsite. We're gonna call it around 18 miles today instead of pushing 19 plus. There's a good tenting site there and a water source. So we're just gonna stop a little bit short and rest ankles and knees There was a lot more rocky treadway than we were expecting today up on that long ridge walk, just based on what we had heard from other folks. But it was beautiful, but difficult to film. But yeah, so we've got about 3 miles till we're gonna stop and set up tents for the night, and then hopefully tackle some bigger mileage tomorrow. We're working to get ourselves set up for the Triple Crown in just a couple of days, which is so exciting. You got it.
Nicely done.
Nice. Honing in on camp and what's slowing us down.
Buds. They don't look like much on the map. Then you see the trail. So there's a nice trail that goes this way. It stays flat. The other trail goes.
Yeah.
So you're like, we can't go that way.
Because we're staying by the creek,
We were.
but we keep hiking away from the creek way up high.
Then we went up, down, up, down.
Yep. Well, we're at the top of the last one, we think.
Okay.
So less than a mile, I believe, to camp.
Here's them.
Woo! I neglected to mention earlier when I said that we were stopping shy of what we had initially planned. There was another factor for that. We, stayed at Woods Hole this morning for a delicious breakfast. The shuttle picked us up at 8:30, and we didn't really get on trail until almost 9:30. So starting a couple of hours later than normal, kind of put us behind for the day. So we will attempt to get on trail earlier in the morning and make up for some of that distance.
Oh, and that's what we were talking about. All the trails out the river that leads to more sites.
Okay. So if we don't find anything on the other side, we can come back. So we're crossing the Big Stony Creek Bridge and looking for campsites. There were some on the other side that we just left, but we're gonna see if there's anything over here before making a decision. Dinner tonight by the creek is a ramen bomb with ramen and mashed potatoes and I think some stuffing and bacon. So nice and filling. Serenity's going in. Good? Good. What about you, Energizer? Yum, he says. You pleased, Remy? No. He wanted to make it fancier, but didn't have enough time. How you doing, Tunes? Good.
Up on my throne.
Oh, enjoy the throne. One thing that isn't really talked about is the funky tan lines that thru hikers get. You see that craziness? So that's from her sun shirt.
I have these little thumb loops.
Yep,
Cover
same as
it
your
all,
pajamas.
And then it's like, ah!
And so I have the same situation going on. Remy's got the same thing, tan hands and then white wrists. What about you?
I mean, not really. I've been trying to get rid of it, but in between the fingers is nuts.
But where are your wrists? Show a comparison. Yeah. Thru hiker tan. Energizer's Ninja Course. He told me to get up on this log to get a bird's eye view. Oh boy. Goodness. Keep in mind, we did 18-mile hike today. Ah! Way to go.
So we did about 18 miles today after a lovely breakfast at Woods Hole. It was so good. The peach crumble or something. It was delicious. I got like 3 helpings of that. But we left, we did about 18 miles. Had a short climb at the beginning, but then we're just on a deceptively easy ridge. People had told us there weren't rocks. There were rocks.
There were a lot of rocks.
A lot of rocks. And the wobbly type, so you step on it, it rolls your ankle with your pack, and you fall down, and it hurts. That sort of type. And then we got to sort of just cruise to camp with a couple of puds, which was awesome. But camping by a creek tonight, so that'll make a nice sound machine. And good night.